Welcome to Two Fools Network. I'm Dave the Head, and this is the Rekef League. I think Rekef League is what it's called. Now, my first opponent in the league is Rob. Rob is a very kind-hearted fellow from Britain who has worked with me this morning making this video and had a lot of patience because I am an idiot apparently in recording audio and microphone and commentary. That's a reason why most of my videos don't have it. So, in a couple of moments, you're going to start hearing Rob and I talking during the game. I have synced the audio up to the video at the right time, so I have a few moments here where I have to get through the setup. I could have removed it, but I don't want to. I want you guys to see everything we do. And had a lot of fun with it, so thanks, Rob, for the game. I'm going to try when I put this up on YouTube, so I guess you'll see it one way or the other. I'm going to try to set it up to the collaboration with his channel, and then I'm going to also send a message to Thaurik so he can put a link from his page to this. I'm hoping that we're all four going to collaborate and put these together so that they can be presented as a series. My high elves are the Lord of the Realms. I went with a kind of geographical joke here. It's maybe not the funniest, but I kind of like it. And he went with Lizard Men and the Pundasaurses, I believe is the name of the team. A lot of his lizard folk have pun names. Many of them very good. A few of them kind of scary and make the babies cry. No, just kidding. I hope you folks enjoy what we have here, and we will get to the kickoff in just a moment. For the purpose of syncing, I am clicking kick the ball. That way, if later on when I'm trying to figure out where the audio should be going, I can click that sentence with the video. Okay.
Always a sensible option to defend with elves.
I approach Blood Bowl, I hate to say it, like American football. And in the American football video games, I always, what they call, defer to the second half.
Right, okay.
So you always kick off, that way you always get the chance to get the ball in the second half. I don't know why I do that. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it works with Blood Bowl. You guys can score faster than most teams. My skinks might give you a run for the money. But, yeah, and you want as many of your guys around. I don't think that quite counts for American football. You're not expecting to drag body parts of players off the pitch.
True.
That looks like a shape. Let's see how that looks.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say was I did have to learn that is a bad habit with my dwarf team because of the death roller.
Oh, what, scoring quickly?
No, kicking off. With the death roller on the field, I want to receive so I can fight early.
I'm not used to someone winning the toss and then deciding to kick the ball. Yeah, generally the slow teams you want to kick off first because then you can murder the poor guys. The fast teams you want to play in defense so you can really stall those guys and give them a hard time.
I have to admit, I feel...
That's a good double skulls to begin with.
Feel like my team theme is lame compared to you guys's.
Why is he not moving? I'm following. What did you go for? Oh no, I have a very similar team. I play quite a bit of fumble. I absolutely adore that game. I think it's brilliant. And I have there's a Reddit league, a Reddit Blood Bowl league, and I have a group of guys called the Real Lords of Blood Bowl, and I've gone for equally gone for sort of a fancy. I'm forgetting my English, and I am English. So I got like Baron Swankington and such things as that. Right, let's see if we can pick it up. No, he's a skink.
Well, I have a high elf team that I used all the Einar from the Tolkien series. Not all of them, but all of them are named after Einar.
Okay.
And I liked it, of course, but I didn't want to copy it.
Yeah, so I do fall into the trap. I have an orc team in a Blood Bowl 2 league, and originally they were all system-generated names, and then as some of them were cursed by Nuffle and started dying for having a system-generated name, I've been replacing them with my favourite Fumble team.
Is that what kills them? Huh.
Yes.
Nuffle and computer-generated names.
Well, you have to get the balance right. You can't put too much effort into the Nuffle-generated name, because then he'll die first. If you put no effort into making a cool name for them. Yes. I don't think he saw us staying on his feet.
That's one of the ones I like.
He's his friend, Brontosaurus.
And I also like the Raptar and Eraptile, if whatever. Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, is he there? Oh, I shouldn't be trying to pick up a ball with something called Eraptile
Dysfunction. Yep, that's where you messed up.
That's the curse.
Alrighty.
I do feel like naming your thrower the High Lord, as in the key piece of your team, that may come back to bite you.
The human team I played with, Thaurik, I picked the little emblem, and I thought it looked like a kind of a stonemason hammer, but it's an axe.
Ah, okay.
And so when I started naming the thrower, I named him Elder Flaxen, and I thought I'd make him like kind of like an organization, kind of like the idea of the stonemasons or something like that. But after naming the first guy, I was like, oh, the hell with it, I'll just give him biblical names. So now I have Elder Flaxen and a lot of different people from the Bible. So it's a screwed up theme.
But yeah, my orc team has generated names, and it's slowly picking up a couple of Fumble names. You're going to be right on top of me if I cock up picking up the ball now. I've got plenty of time. What do I want to do? Let's bring you back.
Are you and Thaurik still in, I guess, discussion to play the community match?
No, actually, we haven't done that. He's not mentioned anything of the sort. If he wanted to, cause obviously that's something he's trying to do.
I thought he made a comment on one of his videos to you.
Oh, that he would like to have a community throwdown, as it were.
Yeah, I was hoping that this wouldn't take the place of that.
No, I can't imagine it will do either. I would be very keen for that. Let's go for the tried and tested skink cage. We all know that works very well. Right. Mr. Now this is a name I cannot pronounce. I don't know why I did it. Clawsomesaurus Rex.
Clawsomesaurus Rex. I like it.
Yes, of course. You need to roll both down. Well done, mate.
Hey, if they're not both down, I mean, at least you get to check for the armor, right?
Yeah. The last time I had a Saurus do that, he injured himself, making himself badly hurt. He killed the lion rat as he headbutted.
I've gotten very frustrated with the people just, dying from walking down the street. I don't like that. I'm okay with injuries, but like I told Thaurik, I think I approach this a little too much like an old role player. I don't want my characters to die.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to get used to that. You're trying to coach a team,
right?
Not level up a series of guys. So it adds to your story. If I say you were to, go away, Mr. Blitzer. If you were to surround my giant dinosaur there and stamp on his face, I would have to accept that. Is he staying alive? He is. Kanye the reptile
just had to take a nap.
Has a nap.
He had a rough weekend with the missus. Okay. I was kind of surprised. I thought you liked elves as well, so I was kind of surprised you didn't go with the elves.
I'm a big fan of the high elves. Usually I keep things simple. I used to be Bash before trying out an agility team, but I thought I will at least be able to keep up with you guys. Might be able to out-dodge you.
No. I don't want to foul. I didn't... I was like, why can't I move into that spot? Because there's a dead body. Okay. I got this. I've played Blood Bowl before. Ha ha. Oh, goodness.
Lizards are not a team that I really feel like I will be fouling a lot with either, though, so...
Well, I was thinking about it with all of us trying to reach out, and I'm probably sure that this is all our first games where we actually know the opponents.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to be dicks.
Well, I mean, fouling as well, you can have a strategic foul.
Sure. You got a level 2 or 3 big guy, and you got to throw a couple of level 1 nothings to knock him out of the game. I get that.
So, I mean, if you're fortunate to roll doubles on a blitzer and get Mighty Blow, all day, every day, I will try and stamp on that thing's face. Right, well, I should be able to get some movement going now. Let's see what I can do. Let's put you there.
And I have to admit, I find the concept of commentary during videos so much easier with a person.
Yes, yeah, I've seen that with your videos, you, because I went to watch your Troll and Bowl today, and you prefer to, not keep quiet, but...
just play the game. Yep, I just play the game. Yeah, Troll and Bowl's not working out as well as I thought it'd be.
Big guys, man. A lot of teams, they can be a crux rather than a benefit.
Well, it's supposed to be funny, and just throw goblins.
Oh yeah, goblin artillery is the way forward.
I'm just either not really good at it, or I'm not getting the rolls I need, or whatever. I don't know.
I want them to animate the goblin getting eaten animation. I don't think they have that in yet.
No, I think they just get injured.
Yeah, well, they die.
Well, I thought the eating has a 1 in 6 chance of killing, and the others is just it injures.
Ah, I'm not too familiar with the rock, because my orc teams are very try-hardy. They don't roll with
a troll?
Gobos and trolls.
Well, see, I think the goblin is a good idea, even if you don't go with the throwing him around the field idea.
They have dodge.
And the stunty.
Yeah. But I will try not to be doing too much dodging with these skinks, because agility 3 and dodge, it's got a certain amount of success rate, but hey, prehensile tail doing a thing, yes.
Oh, yeah, you gotta try your dodges sometimes, I suppose.
I may need to invest in a new mouse. This thing is a few years old, and it's being a little bit jittery.
I found an old one with a ball in it in my closet, and my daughter was just flabbergasted because all the ones she's ever seen have had the light.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, yeah, so a trackball. And, wow, shit. Oh, that makes me feel old, because I've always had, ooh, what does that do? Wow. That is a blitzer as well. That is probably the good idea to do that.
Well, as the only one who bought an apothecary, I figured I owe it to myself to use it.
Yeah.
Because realistically, if you kill someone or injure someone in the long term, they all have 0, so what does it matter right now?
Exactly, and with Armor 8, your guys are sticking around, unless I get some crazy rolls. This mouse is really suffering. I'm going to have to change it for the next game. So this turn may take a little while.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, Armor 8, your guys are staying around. At least you hope they are. And having your blitzers in the game with block, very important.
I get the feeling that I probably know the least about Blood Bowl of all you guys, because thou are very informative, and you seem to know your stuff.
I don't know how I stumbled upon his videos and then into this, I suppose. But I like the commentary between the pair of you, actually. Very polite and just playing the game. As you say, no one wants to be a git to anyone else at the moment. Yeah, so I thought, I will drop a message on this guy's... Wow, that is some good maths, which I totally intended to do, and work that out. I'm a little bit worried that Croxagore might eat it.
Right. It's going to be a threat, but it is a possibility. I mean, not a threat, it's going to be a tall mountain to climb, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. Way back when, in about 2008, I started playing Fumble with a forum called Dragon Mountain.
Are you saying fun ball?
Fumble, sorry.
Fumble, like drop the ball?
No, have you not heard of the free web-based version of Blood Bowl?
No.
Oh, wow. FUMBBL.
Okay.
It's got all of the teams on there. I believe there are a bunch of Frenchies that maintain it. And yeah, it's incredible. Great deal of fun. You should really check it out. You just snake-eyed, you stupid lizard.
Yeah, double one's the bane of us all. Though you did get a 1 and a 2.
Got a 1 and a 2. They're not particularly agile, these little things.
It cracks me up how people get so angry about Snake Eyes, but they don't seem to be mad when they get double 6s.
Yeah.
No
one remembers your successes, do they?
No, and it's got the same statistical chances. Alright.
Oh, well, it worked.
I guess stranger things have happened.
You might not have wanted to follow up then.
Yeah, I know, I've blocked my own way in.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing I got to thinking was, no matter what I did, I'm going to have dodge zones. So there was nothing, I don't really want to push it that hard, I don't think.
Okay.
Hey, this guy's back here doing nothing. I didn't even know he was back here.
I'm staying quiet.
And I'm staying stupid, so...
Yeah, to talk more about the Cyanide's competition, I do really enjoy Fumble. It's, you get such teams as Chaos Pact, who have 3 big guys, an Ogre, a Troll, and a Minotaur. And it actually makes Goblin Throne, because you get a Goblin as well. Goblin Throne a little bit more reliable.
A Goblin Thrower?
No, like your Troll.
Okay, or you throw the Goblin. Gotcha.
Throwing the Goblin, yeah.
No, I get what you're saying now. It's a little slow in the morning. That's interesting.
Now, is the High Lord going to stand next to a big lizard?
A big lizard, probably not, but... how the hell with it? Why not?
Yeah, so by doing that, effectively, you are playing a high elf strength with a bit more armor. Alright, stay on the ground, you silly thing.
This is why his parents don't love him.
with their tiny brains.
And didn't like some dinosaurs have two brains, one in the front of their head and one near the back near their tail?
I heard they found large masses along their spines that could be mistaken for brains, or could have acted as some sort of
proto-brain.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't know what they are up to. They're quite incredible, insane animals. You've got something the size of a blue whale walking around on land. They really can do whatever they want.
Right.
Oh, well, Mr. Bio can have a nap for a little while.
That's right. Everybody gets sleeping in this game.
No, with Skinky. No, I'm not. If I hit him, that's going to be a 1. Do I want to try and dodge out and run away? Do I want to make those more blocks? Let's hit some people. Let's see how that goes.
I was about to say, with the dodge, though, you get 2 chances.
Yeah, but if it, just like my previous idiot who's now having a nap, if he fails those, he's surrounded by elves who will probably catch the ball.
Well, 1 in 3 chance for failure, rolled twice. I'm not quite sure how that works in statistics, but
the odds are quite nice. Let's see.
As opposed to,
today.
I was about to say, as opposed to a blitz, and a blitz you said would have been 1 die?
Yeah, 1 die, and I was going to blitz your guy with block. So that would not have been the correct decision, effectively.
Oh, I thought you were going to hit, you were going to have the skink blitz the Baron of the Glade who was touching him. See, I'm a big fan of having the ball carrier blitz.
It's quite satisfying slamming a guy in the face with the ball. Oh, come on. You are meant to be moving. There we go. So that's that, that's that, and that. Kanye needs to shift a little bit.
After 4 or 5 rounds? See, I forgot I had a guy in the back, you forgot you had a guy on a nap.
Yeah, without the threat of him getting stamped on. There we go. And if you're not able to hit him, I will probably score. I think with this fun little league, getting a few SPP on some guys. Oof.
Yeah, let's do it.
I am.
Oh!
Ooh.
That's why you don't do it.
Only badly hurt, though. Although, was that the one that you applied a bit of Medicare to?
No, he's still standing outside waiting to come back into the pitch.
Ah. So that's both your blitzes out of commish.
Until you score, then I get one of them back.
Well, as that was your first action, you're not really threatening my guy now. I might leave us another turn and get a bit of lizard bashing in.
Well, I figured do it now, get it out of the way. The only other one I thought any chance with was the thrower, and that I think the dodges would have been worse.
Yeah, I think he would have had to jump up into a dodge, into a tackle zone. I've got too many options here. This is a bit bewildering.
And I failed both the first dodges with a 1 and a 2.
And that was a bit of cyanide pathing there, being really bizarre. I wanted to go around the other way and effectively push your guy next to my big guy, because with prehensile's tail, it's easy to lock up lots of guys.
Right.
But no, cyanide had other ideas. You can go there. These guys can get hit.
I think a lot of times the auto-pathing does the path of least checks.
Honestly, I've only really been... I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that it might have messed me up. You know what, let's have an opportunity for some typical elf BS. and I will run this in.
I usually screw up by clicking too fast and not seeing a dodge zone or a tackle zone.
I'm unable to click too fast with my mouse at the moment, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise, giving me some time to think.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh,
I don't think we're going to see too much elf bullshit with one turn.
oh. Well, you have 2 turns. You can
Oh, I do.
You can finish coin 2 turns, which, having said that, I'm now running to Saurus back.
I was looking at the wrong side.
And they can have some tiny reptile support in the form of all of my skinks, because I don't want you
Skink hunting.
messing up their lovely lizardy features. You can stand there, Mr. Wyvern, and Fangs. I don't like my use of 2 Fangs puns. That's a bit lazy.
I think I would have skipped the Fangs-tastic since Jim says it.
And I think that's why I used it.
Ah.
A moment of no inspiration.
Well, we'll keep it just between us. No one will ever know.
No.
Oh, goodness.
So I imagine the ideal situation for you would be Lord of the Summit getting a 2-turn touchdown.
I named them and I don't even know which ones are it. Yes. Yes, sir.
Your blitzer.
Yes, sir.
And you've put your... Is that your... That's not your thrower that you've sat all the way back there?
Sure it is.
Okay. I've got another reroll. I've only got 2 turns.
I always play someone deep.
Okay. I saw in your community video that you do like your passing plays.
I do.
That must be in American football.
The partner on the channel, he calls it Texas-style football shotgun. I don't 100% get the joke, but I'll live it. I just love to throw the ball. I think it's hilarious, and it aggravates people so much.
My best game that I had on this, on the sort of the open league, was I had a 1,400 point high elf team versus a Polish guy with a Bretonian team. It ended up 3-2, and it was incredibly close, and I only won from last turn throw into 2 tackle zones. My catcher caught it, and he dodged out and ran it in. Now that is 2 dice against, is it not?
It is.
Okay. And you're not going to reroll?
Nope. I have a 1 in 6 chance of it being bad.
Yeah, no, there's certainly. I think dwarfs are the kings of double red dice in Blood Bowl 2 so far. The things that they can do and not be worried about, and even if they do double skulls, they may stick around with their hard heads.
Right. I get what you're saying there. Let's go ahead and throw a... I would rather, a lot of times, roll 2 red than I would 1 die.
Now, have you given me an opportunity for a Croxical Blitz on the ball? You haven't, because...
Have I?
No. With your tackle zones in place, he's not getting there. But I might surround your 2 guys here and blitz and walk my Croxador into your guy's face. Right.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of fundamentals that someone watching this could probably school me on. But I play for what I like to think of as amazingly good and lucky plays that just look great.
And I mean, as far as I'm worried, that's how you play Blood Bowl. if you're trying too hard, if you're there to utterly destroy your opponent, then this is meant to be a game for two players, not one player to have an amazing time and the other one to be miserable.
Right. If I may shamelessly self-plug, I have a video called Nizumi Nightblades episode 2.
Okay.
And in the video description, there's a link directly to a play. I think this Skaven guy, he's a gutter runner. I made 9 rolls for an effective moment. It's worth a look, I think.
Let's see if we can get a skink interception.
Now, does that happen often?
No. Not a bit too diminutive to be doing that, I think.
Because they get a -1 from the pass, not necessarily -1 from the catch.
Yeah. But you need to roll 6s, I believe, to get an interception.
Well, their agility might be high enough that it could be a 5. I don't know.
And of course you have safe throw.
I do. So unless it's a 1...
double 1. Because if they manage to intercept it, you have an opportunity to re-roll.
Fair enough. It's really not something that's come up too often, honestly.
I have a agility 5 thrower. So he's even better at throwing. You add 1 onto all of those, not distances, but like a quick pass or a short pass there.
Right.
And but he's had the ball intercepted on him more times than I care to admit, and it's very frustrating. You've got this super thrower, and he turns around and is just very ineffectual. Now, skinks are surviving, left and right.
I think that'll do.
Yeah.
Let's have a reroll, so let's throw a stupid block. I'm good with that.
Oh, my guy survived then, fortunately. In dodge we trust.
Oh, I have to pick the square. I'm so used to people having sidestep.
Well, if he doesn't roll a double, that's what he'll get first. Although maybe with all these agility teams, I may give him diving tackle.
I don't think I've ever used that skill.
It's very good. It gives you a -2 modifier for the person to dodge out, I believe. And then both of you end up prone. I don't know if there's an injury roll against it.
That's what I liked about wrestling when I first started. You could knock someone down and not have to worry about the armor breaks.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people underestimate wrestle for getting the ball off someone. It's better than having block. Because if your opponent has block, he's just going to stand there and headbutt you.
True. I'm a fan of strip ball.
Yeah, I love the rock, paper, scissor nature of Blood Bowl, where like every skill pretty much has a counter for it.
Except claws.
Well, that's where you want an undead team, because regeneration, they don't care if they've been sent off the pitch and they come back the next thing.
Don't trolls have regeneration?
They do. Yeah, they're the only guy in this game so far that has it. You can hit my guys, but I shall leave it at that anyway. Yeah, especially as I'm not a fan of trolls as a big guy. If they eat it and get injured, I let them rely on their regeneration and save the apothecary for someone else. There we go. Bit nice weather.
Yep. Magic Dome.
You hate the weather events that much?
When I'm an elf team, yes sir.
Well, have you played a lizard team and had pouring rain now your skinks are agility 2 when it comes to picking up the ball.
I believe that I have, but
that makes me headbutt my desk repeatedly.
But pouring rain seems to happen very rarely.
Yeah. I think nice weather and then the opportunity for a new reroll, they're more common than other events. Obviously the Blitz is the rarest and the most game-breaking.
Really? I did not know that it was that rare.
Yeah, there is a chart somewhere. Again, it would be on Fumble. Fumble has all of these on their help pages.
I've read a chart from what I assume is the original rules for the game. So I've seen what you're talking about, but
Okay.
I didn't really go into a lot of energy of figuring out which ones were which. I figured they'll just pop when they pop. It's not like... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, you learn as you go. You can pick up the fundamentals, but the really big players, Kanor, again, I watch because he's polite and doesn't badmouth his opponent.
Right.
Gets salty and it just seems like a normal human being.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he still makes mistakes. Is he always saying for crying out loud? So yeah, as long as you're enjoying yourself whilst you play.
I agree. A lot of times I don't mind losing. I hate being ineffective.
Yeah, if Nuffle just decides, ooh, you reroll that? Or?
No.
Oh.
So of course he's hurt.
Of course.
All these injuries and no SPPs.
I do wish my guys would get SPP from your guys falling over, but I think that would be even harsher on agility teams.
Well, when you got L's with a drinking problem, you expect these things. No, you do have an injury SPP on Blue Dynamite.
That's from blitzing a guy or blocking a guy rather than someone falling over. Yes, I'm really going to have to sort out this mouse now. You're going to want to throw it, so let's... Oh dear, this mouse. I think my laser is playing up. Yeah, there you go, that's what I want you to do.
It's a shame that Thowrick and I's channels aren't a little larger. Maybe a listener would be able to donate you a new mouse.
That's the dream. I can definitely afford to go and get one myself, though.
It's usually just the hassle, right?
Yeah, laziness and my office isn't too close to an IT store. You aren't going to walk all that distance. There's no point. You can go over here.
I'm sitting here trying to think if in my local grocery store you can buy a mouse.
That would be a Walmart, wouldn't it? You can get everything there.
Well, you can shop at a Walmart, but David does not.
Nice.
I'm
a big fan of Texas, actually. I've been there a couple of times. I've got a good friend that lives there.
Yeah?
So you Texan or...?
No, sir. I'm from the state of South Carolina.
Not a place I've been.
I live in the foothills of the mountains.
Whoa, that sounds incredible.
Yeah, sometimes you forget how amazing your home is until you talk to people who've never been there.
Yeah.
I'm
from a little town in the southwest of the UK, kind of near Wales.
Okay.
It's called Gloucester. It's famous for Harry Potter was filmed in the cathedral there. But not a lot else. Not a lot else happens there. It's quite a small city.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Oh, it is. It's a beautiful part of the country. But I live in London now. Work in the big city.
Isn't London so big that you can be in certain parts of it and never even seen the other half?
Yeah, it takes an hour to get everywhere.
Wow.
That's just the rule. You can go there. Skinks are going to run up ahead and make themselves big fat targets.
This is a new strategy I've never heard.
Well, I imagine you want to injure some skinks, and if you don't injure a skink, then I will be on top of you. Is the hope? Is the lizardy dream?
I'm sure. And you know, I was sitting here thinking, what if I play bad? And then I realized, well, if I play bad, maybe finally I'll get somebody commenting on a video.
See, I don't know how big your channel is. I think Farlick has only 50, 60 people, and are you similar sort of size?
I have 30. And between family members and personal friends, that's easily a third of them. The people who subscribe yet don't really watch.
Oh, that must be quite frustrating.
Well, I mean, I have no dreams that this is going to become the next great hit, but it'd be nice if it paid for new video games.
Oh, of course. Oh, and you choose to keep him beside your guys?
You know what? I have no idea. I just like to be aggressive, I guess.
Yeah. High elves can get away with it. You guys have the armor.
I remember playing against one guy, and he goes, "You're the most bashy elf team I've ever seen," and I was like, "Thanks." Because a lot of guys had block and dodge.
Block and dodge is a very good combination.
And
so that's why you pushed him away, because he's now... I mean, I have guys that I can get to him with.
Sure. Oh, let's see what we can do here. I guess we'll just go ahead and put him a little bit in the way. Not really going to be a cage. Or can there?
Now, you could always run backwards.
Well, I'm considering it.
Ah, in fact, actually, I see what you're doing now. You can actually put up quite a nice cage.
Well, half a cage, part a cage. I'm not sure how you want to word it, but... Oh, let's be useless on our turn.
Oh, your guys are not being made to dodge today.
Well, tell me more about my great armor. Oh, how is it when you start your play and they get 4 hits on you in the first play and 3 of them are armor breaks?
I've lost a croc score to the first block of a match, dead on the spot, reroll to dead. And I'm like, this sets the tone. It can be, especially if you like that player. If for some reason he's a favourite, it can be very hard.
When you get the Black Orc or the Crocosaur with dodge.
My fumble,
or not Crocosaur, but Saurus.
Actually, my other Lizardman team, so I have 3 teams in leagues on here. This one, Lizardman, and then another Lizardman and an Orc. And my first skill on that other Crocs was block. Oh, and he got that from headbutting the rat and killing him.
Nice.
He leveled up, and Nuffle rewarded him with I think he gave him 2 6s, so I could have made him stronger.
You chose to go, I guess with a strength of, what, 5, 6?
5.
Yeah. It starts becoming moot.
Yeah, and block is... he is a roadblock, he's there to hit things. I don't know if you go on the Blood Bowl Reddit. I got into quite a discussion there with putting plus strength on a Chaos Minotaur.
I think I would have to do it. If I rolled double 6s, I think I would have to go ahead and get the strength. And the idea being that I can later get multiple block.
Yeah, or you give them tentacles and people are not going anywhere.
Well, that's the Minotaur, not the Crocosaur, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I would,
Oh, I thought it was Christmas. Man.
You can go over there, and then you can go over here. Don't want you dodging away down there, little man.
With the fancy hat.
You and your fancy hat. Yes, they could have done a little bit more to distinguish high elves from one another.
That is what I'm going to have to do next. I'm going to have to do a little research, find about 14 names of hats, make a team called Fancy Hats.
Fancy Hats, brilliant. You can go there. Yes, well done, Mr. Man. You can slam into Baron of the Vale's face, please. Well done.
He's like, sure thing, boss.
I am a well-behaved Croxagore. I will do as you tell me. Unless I have to lie on the ground, and then I will stay there for a turn. Okay. You've got a bit of a blue lizardy wall in your way.
Right? I do. Let's do something stupid. I think that should be my motto. Let's do something stupid.
Let's do something stupid. Jersey 4, it can let you do things stupid. You get away with it. Ooh, yes, there you go. Good.
Yeah, I realized I was going to have to do something there that was dangerous. Wait a minute. Let's move you first. See, I have to make the decision. Do I move the thrower now to a safe spot? That way if the dangerous thing goes stupid, he's kind of okay. Or do I do the dangerous thing first? That way I might be able to make a interesting pass.
Ooh, where's he? Oh, you've got legs as well, little elf man.
He's got a movement of 7.
And I see, this is why I was very happy to choose lizards, because I think with orcs, you would be...
Yeah, I think you have 5s and 4s, unless you get a goblin who has a 6.
I think blitzes have 6s as well. Oof. Oh no.
Double 1s.
And that is what you were saying about not liking it when guys fall on their face.
Yeah, double 1s. You just can't do anything about it. That's okay. I didn't want to throw the ball anyways.
Right. I've got lots and lots of options. I think the smart money is hit the guy. Although, do I want to... Ooh. Okay, hit this guy first. Then Blue Dynamite has to be one of my favourite names.
Was there an inspiration?
Have you seen the movie Black Dynamite?
The original 1970s blaxploitation movie?
Yes. I think it might be that same movie. It's a sort of comedy, martial arts.
Yep.
Yes.
And they made a cartoon about it on Adult Swim and Cartoon Network.
I've seen clips of the cartoon. I don't think I've ever seen the whole shebang. Ooh, I could score.
Yeah, it's an interesting little concept. Not necessarily my cup of tea, as it were, but it's alright.
Fair enough.
I sometimes think there are things that are generational, and if I miss them, I just don't go back for them. I'm what's called a Southern American, and traditional films would be like Smokey and the Bandit, and I miss those. I didn't watch them, and I think it's kind of too late to go back and see them now. Just like there were movies for my generation that down the road people are not going to see and not remember.
Oh,
nice.
Wow. And even better, totally awesome, is the guy that scored the first one. So I'm afraid after that bit of Lizard BS, I am running in.
I see no reason not to. I hate stall ball. hate having to do it sometimes.
Yeah, it's very boring, and unfortunately, people learn it as a fundamental and see it as. I love So the opposite of stall ball would be I don't know the term. But when two very fast, agile teams just go nuts, and every 2 turns there's a touchdown.
I don't mind that. I think that's interesting. Though it is hard to make any kind of defense against some of those types of teams.
One-turning rats, I hate with a passion.
Right. Well, I don't hate them, but it is aggravating. I mean, I get where you're coming from.
They're an incredible piece, and I'm jealous of not having the same. But, that is a odd kick, Mr. Skink.
Well, I won't complain.
Now, of course, if that had bounced back over my line, oh no, and I've set really aggressive attacks, so this may backfire quite spectacularly.
I think it's my turn for that to happen, for you to have the backfire.
Lizards are getting their comeuppance. And also, to sacrifice a skink, your blitzer does have the ability to get to a skink.
Right.
Rather than hitting armor 9.
I'm not worried about injuries. I'm worried about stopping you so I can get a touchdown.
Of course. Well, you are an elf. That is your bread and butter.
Plus, you know, I want to feel better about myself through an imaginary video game. If we walk away with you going, well, he wasn't a great player, he was a crazy player, I'm okay with this.
I would say that you're doing all the right things at the moment. I'm definitely no expert. I was looking up how to play orcs on Blood Bowl just to get some tips, and that's how I found you guys.
Ugh.
And I like the 2 or 3 videos that Farlick has done for his orcs. He seems to know what he's doing.
Well, see, I found his Skaven, and I apparently found them halfway through their life because I never saw the rat ogres, and I haven't taken the effort yet, Thaurik, to go back and look at the older ones.
And see, I don't like rats. I don't like the way they look. I'm a big. I haven't played any of it, but I like the Warhammer Fantasy. And in that sort of those stories of those games, the rats are horrible, nasty, chaos-aligned gits, and I don't want anything to do with them.
Are you familiar with the collectible card game or role-playing game Legends of the Five Rings?
I am not, no.
It is a Oriental or Asian, whichever term you wish to use, theme-style fantasy role-playing game. So there's samurai and other Japanese-type legends. There are Mongolian-themed and Chinese-themed clans in it. Anyhow, there's rat men called ratlings, or the Nezumi. And so when I see these Skaven, that's what I think of.
Right, and are those a bit better behaved? They're not evil creatures.
Well, they're not evil creatures, but they're not well behaved. They live in a very, very dangerous area, so they have to raid and steal, but they don't do it out of the cruelty of it. They do it out of survival.
Necessity.
Right. The one advantage is in the game, there's like an evil thing called the Taint, which is almost like a spiritual cancer.
Right, okay. No, I've never heard anything about this game. Sounds fascinating.
And they're immune to it. Of all the living creatures in the world, they're the only ones immune to it.
And is there some explanation?
I think it's A, because they live there, and B, because they're rats, and rats, you know, are usually diseased anyways, and live with diseases that would kill us.
So they can take it.
I think that's part of it. Now comes, what stupid thing do I do? And I have a plethora of stupid things to do.
I've left you with a free elf on one side, which I may regret.
Well, I don't think he can get anywhere without a... I don't think it's going to matter unless I get very lucky on some rolls.
Which can happen. There's a famous little video on... I think it's on YouTube of a Black Orc dodging through 3 tackle zones to score a touchdown. Or something like 4, 5, 6s in a row to do that.
Right. Wait a minute. Okay. I was like, where's the blitzer? Use him. He's tied up.
Oh, wow, that's... Ooh. Well, I'm not giving you the pleasure of putting Bronto on his behind.
Alright.
Yes, this is not actually... If you run him in, this is not beyond the realms of working. I have no rerolls either.
Nope.
This is without rerolls. Ooh.
Oh, what the hell.
I thought that might work, and then... I would maybe dodge him out of the... Yes, there you go. Right. Mr. Lizard, please catch the ball.
It was inaccurate.
Now, for that man's bravery, I'm not sending him into the crowd.
Well,
again, I may regret that, but...
can you reach him without going for it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I can indeed.
Huh. I'd do it. It's the only way he'll learn.
I'm 2-0 up, and I think I can secure the ball. In fact, let's just get up in your face. Now, I may try a stunty without a reroll passing play. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I figured I had to live dangerously if I wanted any chance of doing something. The lizards, in my opinion, come out of the box the most dangerous.
And they stay out of that box as a very strong team through their entire career. They have one of the strongest winning rates, I think. I mean, the winning rates, there isn't much difference. They vary from 55 to 65%, I think. And of course, it really depends on what level of your team is. Okay, I think I need all my skinks to do skinky things. So he's not getting an assist on the block.
That could be another fun theme. Skinky things.
Skinky things. Falling down whilst running and dying.
Oh, I was totally going in a naughty point of view with that one.
Scoring a touchdown and then hurting your own head by eating a bug.
Oh gosh, skinky things. You know, name one of them leather, one of them lace, another one peanut butter.
Oh, that's scanty things. Okay, right. Let's not put the pass here. Come on, mate. Move one more forward. Thank you. That one fall over.
And you know, we haven't really even used our 3 minutes. I saw that. That was amazing.
That's incredible. I think that really should count as a pass, because I meant to do that. Oh, he lives to skink another day.
Do you enjoy the in-game commentary?
Initially, and then it gets very, very samey. I like the characters. They seem very cool. I'm hoping Cyanide with each new team they add in, maybe they'll give us, well, of course they'll give us the Norse-themed commentary options when they get released. But maybe I'll add in like 1 or 2 more generic phrases that they can use for everything. Ooh.
Well, it felt like they updated some of it. Because they used to say one thing, and the text at the bottom would say something different.
That was one of the first things they did, was to correct that. Sorry, my mouse is going absolutely insane.
Do you have a mouse pad?
I do not, no.
That might be part of it.
That might well be part of it, my shiny desk.
Place a magazine or a book or something under it?
1 second.
Not a problem. Oy. This is not going to bode well for me.
I have just the thing.
Because realistically, I've made, what, 2 passes?
Your high elves have not been very helpful.
Okay. So I have a combined total of 3 SPP, all from passes.
Okay, well, we'll have to see how the other game goes. Right, it seems to have regained some sensibility. Very much so, in fact. I have no explanation why.
The light sensor on the bottom doesn't deal well with certain surfaces.
Well, I've just blown on it a bit, and it's now behaving itself. I am not hitting your block guy.
That sounds like some skinky tactics.
Skinky things.
There you go. I forgot our own joke.
Right.
Short-term memory loss, I guess. I don't know.
I will hit that guy. Can I, with a bit of chain pushing, get them both away? I think I can. Right, let's see how this goes. Yes, into him, and you go over there, and I will stay here. So yeah, I am not a big fan of stunty dodging. I think people can rely on it a bit too much.
Well, I guess if you get an agility point on any one of them,
oh, they become absolutely insane.
That's where your stunty dodging really gets its money.
Yeah. Again, I have no reroll, so I'm afraid I'm playing a bit of mini stall ball.
Well, I am faced off against all your strength players, so not really not like I have much to say one way or the other.
Oh, bless you, whoever that's behind you.
Yeah, I have a friend who's crashing with us, and he just getting up, I guess.
I think that this has been a good game of lizard ball. I think the high elves throwing game has not served them well. There you go. But you will be up against even more elves for your next 2 games, and if I get suitably elf-balled, I may not come out the other side of those games too well.
Oh, yeah. Que sera, sera. Like I said, I don't mind losing, I just hate not being able to do anything. It's like the old problem in a role-playing game. Everybody wants to do something.
Yeah. And well, if you only roll ones very quickly, you won't be rolling, won't be doing anything. There we go. Kanye stepping up to the plate there.
There he is. He's dropping them like they're hot.
Right, there we go. I think this is one. No, we've both got a turn left.
Yeah, this is good enough.
But you're Our thrower has succeeded in several of his throws, hasn't he?
Yeah, he got 2. Before having his poor little legs broken.
Oh, I hope his legs haven't been broken. He's missing a game.
I honestly don't know. I was just being silly.
Well, if he gets an MVP, then you'll have a leveled up thrower.
Yeah, I have 2 elves. If they get an MVP, we'll be alright. And I'm about to make a 3rd one who will be in that threat range. If I don't roll 1s.
I would love for the MVP to land on, blue dynamite, I suppose.
Yes, definitely. There you go.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Nope. That's par for the course, my friend. Well, you play elves.
I play elves, and they do roll a lot of 1s. That is, in fact, the saying. You're rolling so many dice, and sometimes the dice fail you.
I sometimes wonder if things are weighted in the computer programming.
There's been an awful lot of discussion around the dice. Cyanide's never going to release their
Algorithms,
because that will give people an opportunity to see if they can cheat them. Yeah, I mean, I've had incredible games and terrible games and everything in between. Just a stun. My skinks are not quick enough to run probably about 20 spaces.
not yet, anyways.
Not yet, no.
I'm interested. I'd like to see the market aspect of this game.
Definitely. Yes, that was all free. Enemy down dice. Oh, and he doesn't do anything.
I just think we'd all have to play the same species, wouldn't we?
Yes, exactly. To see what you can get on a trade. The Reddit BB2 league that I'm in, I think it's had a couple of players put up, and you get such things as a Dark Elf Blitzer who's gained a level, been given dodge, but then lost a movement point, and they'll put him on the market.
Hopefully they put him on a market for a discount.
Well, that I have heard weird things that you cannot discount players. They have to be their original price, and then some. I might be completely wrong in that.
Well, what little I've clicked on it without being able to actually put a person on market, they have a value when you first click. You can lower it. You might not be able to lower it past the initial cost to buy the player. I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, I think that's my last action of the game, and that this will end this. Do we want to stay on Skype and discuss any skills that we get?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty neat.
Okay, I will hit end turn.
Alright, so there, Rob has soundly defeated me 3-0. Would it be a little salty if I said that the dice helped you?
I think the dice certainly helps, and then I've rolled a nice hefty 80k for my winnings.
Well, I did get, the High Lord did level up, and I don't think he saw us is Rob's MVP. You had 7 armor breaks and I had 2. I had 3 passes, you had 3 touchdowns.
Really, not a lot of armor breaks for me to then inflict 3 injuries on your guys.
Well, remember, at least 1, if not 2 of my injuries came from failed dodges. Trying to get, 1 at least from trying to get away from the Crocosaurus.
Yeah.
So
and I've just realised we'll have to wait for Farlick to
validate the game. That's right.
So we will not be able to discuss skill choices. So thanks for that. I'm sorry you got such a blessing.
No, that's fine, man. I appreciate the game.
And I'm sure you'll do better against squishier, alphier opponents in your.
I need slower players, and I don't think we're going to find that in this league.
No. We've all gone for speedball of some variety, and I've gone for speed and muscle to try and keep up with you guys.
Well, That's what I do like about the lizard men. The big guys are big and they're good at it, and the little guys are hard to hit and good at it.
Yeah. As the saying goes, it then starts raining and they can't pick up the ball, and none of my big guys start with skills. So
sure hands are your friends, I suppose.
yes, but that's a double skill.
Oh, is it? I did not know that.
Yes, I would rather give Skinks block before sure hands, but if he was to roll a second one, then he would be getting sure hands after that. So
well,
really interesting hybrid team.
Do you have anything you'd like to close out with? You're the winner, so you get the last statements.
Oh dear, I really don't. That was a lot of fun. I think you'll go on with your high elves to do a little bit better than you did in that one. I'm hoping I have wood elves next, so my dinos really have something to bite into. Yeah, so good luck with your next couple of games. We'll see how this league closes out.
Well, thank you for joining me, Rob. I really appreciated the game.
No, it was a lot of fun, and I'm sure we'll meet again if there's a round 2 to this league.
I'm hoping there is. Until next time.
You too, man. Thank you.
All right, bye. And for Two Fools Network, I'm Dave the Head, and I'll see you later. Now, if I only use the correct mouse on the right computer to... Alright, for all of you who stuck with us to the end, thank you. Again, my apologies to Rob. All the difficulties you had in hearing him was due to my inability or ignorance. It's not inability, it's ignorance of understanding how to record. And I'm going to work with the programs. Rob and I may do a friendly match just so I can practice with audio a little bit more. And we hope you guys come back and see us again. Later.